A lot of people shy away from the hand method of spring rolls and samosa wrapper making. Hand method and the hand method and dough method. Dough method. I don't know if you know what dough means. Dough is like when you are making pastry in form of like maybe you are using it. Dough is when you mix do flour mixture, flour and water mixture. You mix it with either you use yeast or you use baking powder, you add sugar, and you knead it very well until you get a thick consistency that you leave to maybe rise or form before you start making it. You have to shall leave it for a while before you start applying it, maybe before you start rolling it or before you start cutting it and using it for whatever you want to use for. But when I say hand method, I'm talking about the batter method of skin making. That's one where that's one where you mix your water, your flour, your sugar, and your salt together, and you add water. You definitely add water. You mix it into a liquid form, not too thick and not too watery. If it is not too watery, you're fine. If it is too thick, yes, you are okay. But if it is too watery while mixing it, I'm talking about your batter now, your skin, your spring rolls and samosa wraps batter, the batter you use. Make sure it is not too thick, and make sure that means you should not make it watery. So it is better when it is thick. If it is thick, you can be adding little water as you work, or as you want to start using it, add little water. Good evening, ma. Bola, Bola. Good evening, ma. So you mix it together and you you keep it, you cover it and let it rest for at least nothing less than 40 minutes or 1 hour before you start using it. If you go to my page, you will see where we make spring rolls and wrapper from the scratch, and you will see where we are pasting them on our on a non-stick pan. So you see that method is faster, very fast than any other method you can ever think of. Even the brush method, I can tell you for a fact that it is not as fast as the hand method. Now, if you think there's going to be a faster method than the hand method, maybe that will be industrial machine. You know, there's no limit to what machines can do now. Industrial spring rolls and samosa sheets machines. There are machines like that. Sometimes 5 million. Sometimes they're not up to that. So that. You will need that kind of machine if you want to beat the hand method. You see the dough method of spring rolls and samosa wraps. Now, people that are using dough method of spring rolls and samosa wraps will think probably shading them, or I'm trying to say someone somewhere now telling themselves in their group that, don't mind that guy. He's saying that dough method is not good. Sorry, the fan. Oof, I'm coming. Somebody somewhere now is saying, there's this finger shots guy. He's shading everybody using dough method to do their skin or to do their wraps. I am not shading you. I am only telling you that the dough method is good. Yes. It can last how many weeks, how many months in the freezer? Good. It can do this, it can do that. Yes. But when it comes to lightness, no matter how thin you want to roll your dough, it can never be as thin as the one we make with the palm. It can never be as thin as that. That is the reason why you will see some spring rolls, um, when you are eating them, they get stretchy. Some people say, why is my spring rolls and samosa stretchy? It is stretchy. I don't like it. I want it to be crunchy. I just want it to be crunchy. That is what I want. It all comes down to the method we use in making the wraps. See, if if your spring rolls wraps, if you are using the dough method at the moment and it's serving you good, good, but try and start practicing the hand method. Except if you don't want to use the hand method, go and get industrial machine. Maybe get it from China or get it from somewhere. Mhm. But you need to still practice that hand method. The day you will get 1,000 spring rolls, 1,000 samosa, how many dough do you want to wrap? How many dough do you want to roll? And you see that when they are cutting the wraps for samosa, when they're using the dough method and they're slicing the samosa wraps, that method they are using. Once you form, once you know it's in triangle, it's like in triangle shape. Once you form the skin, and you put in your filling. You know it's one layer. It's one layer, just like that. Any that samosa will burst easily. It will burst easily, and you still cannot even stack them. You cannot overstack. No, you don't get the same quantity. No, lie. You cannot get the same quantity because dough consume more flour. Why the batter method does not consume much flour? You get more quantity when you are doing batter than when you are doing dough. It's normal. It's normal technique now. It's normal logic. Something that is batter and you are forming like this, and you just place it on your non-stick pan, and you do it, and you finish. The quantity of batter you are going to get using dough. If you are supposed to get maybe three three if it is dough you are using, if you are supposed to get maybe three wraps for spring rolls, if you use batter, you will get more when you are taking just one hand of batter. You can get like maybe six six spring rolls, and in when you are doing dough, you can use to get maybe two or three, and you can get six from batter. So batter produce it gives more. The only reason why people are running from batter is because at the first instance, when you start learning it, everybody run away. Even me, when I learned batter at first, I ran. Mo sáré. You know when they say mo fẹsẹ̀ fẹ́ when I saw fire. But as time goes by, I saw that I had no choice. There's nothing I can do. I tried dough method. It wasn't working for me. How many? Well, maybe if it worked for me, maybe I will not be talking like this too. Well, maybe. But it didn't work for me. And I wasted more of flour trying to use the dough method than when I was practicing doing the batter method. I still didn't get the dough method. Mo get your combine. But batter, even though it was thick, I still got. So when you are using batter, you will start getting thick skin at a point. But when you start becoming a professional at it, as time goes by, your batter will start getting thinner. As you practice more, it will start getting thinner on and on and on and on like that until you become a professional. A girl of 13 years old is doing skin and she can do 2,000 spring rolls, 2,000 samosa. If I count how many spring rolls and samosa she has done in this life, she must have done more than 5,000 spring rolls, 5,000 samosa. If I want to count how many she has been able to do. So why will me that I am almost 40 years old be afraid of doing skin? So this thing is, if you are doing the dough method, I mean, if you are doing the batter method, yes, it is difficult. It is the most difficult thing. It is the most difficult. Same batter, which is better with brush or hand. With brush or hand. No, me, I don't like. I've never used brush. I use hand. So brush. The time I tried using brush, I didn't get it. So it was the hand I got. So it's my hand that I stick to. So now, if you are using hand method, you tend to become like an authority in that field. You become an authority in that field. See, your moshe, your apprentice can take over your business or run you out of business because they know how to do the hand method and you are doing the method. They can run you out of business. That is why when you are teaching somebody the hand method, know it by yourself also. Make sure you know it before you send maybe your staff out to go and learn how to use to do the hand method and they now come back. Once they come back and they can do the hand method, I just told my little one, to my son will be maybe 1 month because oh my God, they will become like engulfed in it and be like, I know this thing. They become like, oh my God, Ronaldo. So anybody can just poach them away from you. They can. Then some of them want to start going to work for other people. Do you get? So now let me tell you. So now let us say for the batter, if you are doing half pint of flour, half pint of flour, half pint of flour will give you half pint of flour will give you 50 spring rolls and 50 samosa. 1 pint of flour will give you 100 spring rolls, 100 samosa. 2 pints of flour, meal tasty dishes, thank you. 2 pints of flour will give you 200 spring rolls and 200 samosa. 3 pints of flour will give you 300 spring rolls, 300 samosa. 4 pints of flour will give you 400 spring rolls and 400 samosa. Then 500 spring rolls and 500 samosa is 5 pints of flour. So whatever you are adding, if you're adding salt, if you're adding sugar, it is to taste, not the overall. It depends on how you want your spring rolls and samosa to taste. Add sugar, add flour. I mean, add sugar, add salt, and add only water. Don't add any other thing. No egg, no corn flour, nothing else. And your spring rolls and samosa will be very, very crispy. The reason why a lot of people used to have the problem of their spring rolls and samosa sticking together. So, the reason why a lot of people used to have their spring rolls and samosa sticking together is because if they are using the hand method and your spring roll and samosa still get stuck together, check your method. Check if you are adding any other thing. Some people will go and be busting egg and be pouring it inside. Some people will say add butter. Some people will say, why? You don't need any of these things. So if then again, if your spring rolls and samosa are still sticking together, you know that when you start, some people when they are using the hand method, once they on the gas, they will reduce the fire. Reduce it. They will reduce it, bring it down to the barest minimum. They will now put the non-stick pan on it like this. Small. They'll now mix, they'll now bring the batter. They are trying to escape hotness in their own way. You don't know how to do something yet, but you want to escape hotness. You now go and take it. They will now they will bring the pan down. They'll put it on the table. They will now do they will paste the non-stick pan. They will paste it. They will now bring it on the fire. And then my mama, you know, it will now start getting done small, 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 small. That non-stick pan needs heat. It needs heat. So the best method you can use is put your non-stick pan on fire, increase the heat. Once it is very hot or a little bit hot, bring it down. If you don't want to be burnt, bring it down, put it on the table, on your work table. Put it on the work table. Take your batter and paste. Once you have pasted, bring it back and put it on the fire. Increase the heat. Fire that skin. I'm not saying you should fire it and burn it, but make sure you fire the skin. If you don't fire it, you are putting your skin in trouble. It is going to be melting as time goes by. You will see that it is not dry. So these are the things you can do. Some people will reduce the heat. They will now do the skin. They will now remove their hand. They will remove it. The skin will now be like very soft. That's not what you need. That's not what you need. Then watch videos of how people are pasting it. And what comes to worst, if you cannot watch or learn with video, go to where they will train you physically. Go to where they will train you physically. Let somebody train you physically. Don't just say, I know it. I don't watch it. It is not as easy as it looks when you are watching it. Yes. So it is not as easy as it looks when you are watching. Watching is different from practicing itself, and find somebody to teach you well, not just saying you are watching. And worst come to worst, you don't know how to do it at all. If you can make skin very, if you can make, sorry, the filling very, very well, you know how to make skin very, I mean, make the filling very well. Your filling is very, very tasty. Find where they sell ready to roll skin wraps. People sell ready-made wraps. They sell ready-made wraps. People that do skin with their hand and sell it to people are existing, they're in existence. If you're in Lagos, a lot of them are in Agege. I don't have anybody's number that sells skin, and I don't sell skin. I know I don't sell skin, and I've said it before. If I am selling skin, you will not buy Smallchops again. You will start saying, that skin I won't buy. It is important to have physical training. Yes, thank you. So, so I don't sell skin. I only sell ready-made Smallchops, ready-made spring rolls, and samosa. Everybody have where they have um, their strength. If I say I'm selling skin now, you will forget that you want to be buying Smallchops. You will say, I need skin, I need skin. Except maybe I want to now increase money of skin so that I know that you will run away from the money. You will now come and buy ready-made spring rolls and samosa. So people that make skin make it in bulk. They use their hand. If you see where they're making skin, you feel wrong. People, all those bath, big big bath, like big black bath. They mix flour, like plenty of it. When you go to where they're making skin, you will see like 5 bath of flour, 5 big bath. Yeah, they put them on the floor like this, and you will see people very fast guys. So that one is their own work, and you will see Smallchops makers waiting, waiting, making ready, making ready, may they buy. So that is what is what. And kudos to all those people that are doing dough method. That thing is not small work. Oh. You guys are trying. trying. You are really, 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 really trying. So I think I've tried today, and a lot of people actually said, stop doing video. Why are you doing video and teaching people how to do small shops? You are teaching people this thing. This thing is what people use to make money. My own teaching doesn't stop you from making your own money. Do you get? My own teaching doesn't stop you from making your money. If I see how many people in my life, 6 people. These 6 people here that I'm teaching this thing doesn't mean that you will not make your own money. It doesn't mean that you will not make your own money. And it doesn't mean that people will stop buying from me. They will still buy. Do you get? And if it's only spring rolls, that will make 200 spring rolls only. Or, yes, 200 spring rolls. So, but if you are not a professional, you don't know how to do it yet. This quantity that you are supposed to make will reduce because you will waste a lot of the skin. So, my own explanation, my own teaching doesn't stop you from making your own money, and it doesn't stop your small shop school from growing. And as you keep making video of people that are spoiling Kinikon, they are spoiling Kinikon. Now Nasabi. So I am done for today, and I appreciate everybody that have been on this live journey. Thank you so much, everybody, and I'll be here tomorrow also to teach something else about small shops.